little studio on this tiny little Greek island. Today I'm in filming mode. I have got a new video that I'm working on that is answering that question that I got about, just how do you use the Fibonacci sequence from start to finish? How do you do that? What do you do? How do you figure out the whole composition thing? So I'm doing that video today, and it's pretty exciting because, when I get your questions and I get to answer them in these little videos that I'm doing, it really settles within me what I know, what I don't know. Hey, Brazen! Oh, how nice to see you. We're gonna get together tomorrow, 6 o'clock my time. So if you're up and you can manage to come, it would be great, great, great to spend some time with you. Oh dear, insomnia again. So sorry. So sorry about that. That is not fun. So anyways, I am doing this video and oh goodness. I seem to have forgotten what I was going to say. I had something, a random thought, and so random thoughts don't stick around very much anymore in my mind. So I'm just going to let it go. So I'm working on this video, this new video on just putting the painting together because, just how do you actually go about the logistics of it? I am starting a new painting. I want to paint this. Okay, then what? How do you put it together? Oh, it's not your fault, sweetheart. It's not. It's not. It's me. Oh, Corby, my goodness, we have the crew here. Corby, if you're listening, also tomorrow, 6 o'clock my time, we're going to do a Zoom thing. So I'm putting that up in the membership. I said I was going to do that earlier this week, which I haven't. So I'll do that today. Put up the link. And anybody who is interested in joining our little private painting group, click the join button below and check it out. We are at $2.99 per month, and you guys we get to get together. You can ask me anything. I'll teach you what I know, show you what I do, my thought process, and things like that. For those of you who are new here, my basic program, the basic thing that I talk about is learning how to paint. I use oil paint, so I'm teaching how to paint and the ways to get started. And at the same time, developing and growing your creative channel so that you can open yourself up to your creativity whenever you want, and connect and use the creative process, understand how it works so that you get to know yourself a little bit better. Because in my understanding, when I got stuck on a painting, it always had something to do with what was going on in here. It's not that creativity wasn't available to me. Of course it was. It's there. It's always there. But how open was I, or am I, to my creative energy? And how do I find ways to connect it? So it's a matter of decluttering in here, understanding who you are, and expanding outward again with your creative energy into the kind of painting that you love to do. So if you're interested in that, come and join us. It would be great to have you. So getting back to this video that I'm doing for this question that I got from somebody who was like, okay, yeah, I get the Fibonacci thing and the way you did it in my video, which I guess I'll link. I'm not sure which site it's going to go on. I'll hopefully remember to link it up here. On the Fibonacci sequence and how to do it, and yeah, it's really helpful in your compositions. But there's a step that you have to do before that, and it has to do with your notans. But it's not just actually sitting and doing the notans. It's connecting with that child part of you that just wants to let go and scribble and draw and have fun. Because what is the reason why we're in these little studios anyways? It's to have some fun. So let's enjoy it fully, 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 fully. And before you get locked into, okay, how am I going to compose the painting and design the painting using various techniques, the rule of thirds, the Fibonacci sequence, whatever it is, and however it's going to work for you for that particular painting, have a little bit of fun. Just, you have to let it go. You have to relax. You have to exhale and just, and then when you've had your fun and you've got an idea and it's alive and sparkling and full of your energy, then you can take that and work with it and figure out the best design, what kind of composition, where you want to place everything. But first, have some fun. And a lot of that is through Notan, because Notan sketches for adults, for us, is a great way to let go of what you're supposed to do. Am I drawing a lemon or a strawberry in my Notan? Is that what I'm doing? No, 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 no. We are drawing just the darks and leaving the lights. And it's much more abstract. It loosens you up. It helps you release the clutches that we have and we develop as we're learning how to paint and draw. So when you are clutched onto and grasping onto what you should be doing, I should be painting a lemon, I should be painting a strawberry, oh no, I didn't exactly get the darks right, and it's like when you get that coloring book and you go in and you really careful not to color outside the lines. No, 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 no. You want to get in and make a mess. Have some fun. If you want to color outside the lines, then you color outside the lines and have a great time doing it. That's the part that I want everybody to connect to. So the focus of this next video is about latching on to, embracing, letting that childlike energy come through, and then let's work with it. Then let's, put it together and compose and design so that you can get to the actual painting of it and have fun again. So it's like an inhale, an exhale, an inhale, and an exhale. How does the process apply to commissions like pet or people portraits? Hey, that's a great question. It's exactly the same process. So when you're doing commissions, obviously you're working with somebody else who has an idea in mind. Normally, there's a few people who will say, just do it and I'll love it, which is great because that gives you full freedom with your own process. But when you have somebody who needs to be a part of it, and especially when I'm doing pet portraits, me personally, I really love to bring the other person in, the owner of the animal, so that I can get to know them better and how they feel about their animal, how they relate, the relationship that they have, and it's a better way for me to connect to the actual animal. And oftentimes when I'm painting pet portraits for animals who have passed on. This is a very beautiful process because you get to involve the owner who is grieving in the creation of their beloved pet. So yes, you have to work with somebody, but still in the beginning stages, I want you to pretend like there's nobody in the room. You're not even in the room. Just get out of your mind and have fun. Scribble out the lines. Make things spontaneous and messy and have some fun, because it is oftentimes in letting go that you discover something new that you would not have been able to discover when you're stuck in your little boundaries, in your area of, oh, I have to be careful, I have to do it this way, I have to do it that way. So once you play with that, Brazen, and you explore your own personal ideas first and foremost, then you can whittle it down and put it together to offer to the person you're doing the commission with. Do you still have the Note 10 and Fibonacci and limited palettes and all those things? I do. I do. And I use them all in the creation of a pet portrait or of a commission, because your job as the artist is to create the best painting that you can create. Your job as an artist working with somebody, with the commissioner, is to also connect with what they expect and what they love and what they want, and work that into you. So it's a flow. It's two streams of water swirling together, and you get to create something new. So that's my thought process on going with commissions. And yes, I will always do no-tans. And yes, because no-tans it's that play area. It's the place where you can just scribble and have some fun, and you do these little, various things. You don't get stuck measuring out how big your little your little no-tan sketch is going to be. Just draw a rectangle and have it be crooked. We don't care. This is the place where you don't care. We don't care. It's not supposed to look like a lemon or a strawberry. You're just working with that abstract area, and that's the fun part. So it's just not only working with the abstract lights and darks, but you're also working on releasing your clutches, releasing how you think things should be. Just let it go and enjoy the moment. It also, there's so many good things about this. It also brings you into the present moment. And when you're in the present moment, that is where you get to connect to creativity. That is where you're like beginning to funnel creative energy into you, because you're not all closed up. You're just like, let it go. And let's see what happens. Let's play. It's even before you get into this area where you're imagining and visualizing and trying to figure out a composition. You get there. The no-tan stage is up here. It's abstract. Let it be. Let it be free. So I hope I answered your question, Brazen, in a way that you can understand it. If you can make it tomorrow, and you have questions, send me the questions beforehand, and I'll try and figure out a way to answer them better for you. Otherwise, we'll just talk about it and put it together, okay? And so you guys, with that, I'm going to get to filming this video. Hopefully, I can get it up and ready today. It'll probably be up tomorrow, but I'm working on today. We'll see what happens. All right, you guys. So with that, thanks for joining me. It was nice to have your company. Be inspired, be creative, be you. Brazen, have a good rest. Take a few deep breaths and just hopefully relax into a beautiful sleep. And Corby, my dear, we will talk later. Much love to you all.